Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Real Talking Podcast with your host Ash and JD. So we did promise to start off where we left off last week,
Yes.
which is usually a good place to go from, start off where you finish. So there was the one WhatsApp on the Real Talk hotline, the Real Hotline, 07470 488 096 if you want to get in your messages. I'll
There's
muddle
proper
it up one of the
radio
days.
voice, though. There's
Yeah,
proper
yeah.
radio voice on that one.
So the message was from Carl asking, "What's the weirdest situation you've woken up to after a night out?" So I'll let you go
Yeah.
first with this one, then, Ash.
So, I mean, this is really more down JD's, like, more alleyway. Avenue, anyway. No, but my story does actually involve JD. So I was thinking about this just before because JD asked me, what's the weirdest thing? And there probably would be one that comes to my mind after. But in the moment, it was stopping over JD's, probably about 18 years old. Me and another lad stopped over JD's and he brought a girl back.
See, because for a bit more context, though, back then I had a double bed and a bunk bed, which was a double bed as well.
Right, but no,
So-
you didn't have the double bed. It was just the one bed. So what
I
happened?
must have done.
Nah. You only had a double bed, mate. The top. I know which one you're on about. It's just that double bed you moved to your mum's in the end.
So we would have been older than
Well, maybe it was
18 then.
19 then.
Yeah, because I had that extra bunk bed basically from 15.
Right, the timeline then might not be correct, but it's probably about 19 then. But we was young anyway. So I was going to stop over yours anyway after the night out. And then the one lad wanting to shag this girl, and he said, "You can shag her at mine." I don't know if you remember this.
I'm trying to remember.
So anyway, as JD does, he's a good fucking lad, says he can shag her at mine. But I remember me and you, I don't remember me and you going to bed first, like not in a gay way, obviously.
Yeah.
But obviously,
top and tail.
we went up. The next thing you know, the two of them come up. So they're doing what they're doing with us in the bed, but they're not fully shagging yet.
Mm.
So anyway, I've gone to sleep and I've woke up and I didn't wake up. The person woke me up and was like, "Ash, look at this." And he's grabbed your willy and he's flapping your willy around. So that's probably the weirdest thing to wake up to.
And so was I asleep while he was doing that?
Yeah, because you was drunk, mate, after that
Yeah.
night. Because I remember we got back, you ordered everyone food. You went straight to bed. You had some, like, literally a handful of food, went straight up. I literally finished off the burger, went upstairs, thinking, just leave them to you.
Mm.
But then they must have come upstairs because they was in literally the same end because we didn't top and tail. We was men. We just had cushions in the middle. Nah, but the thing is, I was in the middle of us, so you was down the one side, I was right down the other side, as you do, backs to back.
Yeah.
And
Ass.
yeah, and then obviously that's what I woken up to, and then they eventually did go down to shag, I assume, unless they did on the bed. But yeah, that was the weirdest thing that I can think of waking up to.
Yeah.
Was
So
one of the other lads getting your willy and flapping it around.
good times. Yeah. So I definitely don't remember it.
Mate, it's a bit boring. It's a bit boring how you don't remember it.
Yeah, but if I was asleep and someone's playing with my cock, well, I ain't gonna fucking know.
Someone fondled you, mate.
But yeah, that must have been just before I moved out of that house then, because I had that extra bunk bed, like while we were still in school.
Yeah, it wasn't. No, it wasn't school days. It was literally.
Well, yeah, it wouldn't have been because obviously we'd been out and that.
Yeah. And
so
I never used to stop at yours regularly around this time, but for some reason, I don't know if he was going out the next day. So rather than being up because it was before cars and everything, like we could drive, it was a case of me and you just going. I don't know what, yeah, because normally I wouldn't stop at yours, but I did stop over, and it was about 18, 19 then.
I don't know. There was loads of drunken escapades, really, weren't there? But then my weirdest one, I mean, it is a story that I've told. I don't even know what episode number it was, but uh, earlier on in the podcast, anyway. Um, I won't go through the full details. If you do want to know the full story, you'll have to go back and give it a little listen. But the gist of it was when I ended up, I didn't consent. I essentially got raped. Um, so I got dragged into this caravan with a larger lady, so to say.
She was bubbly.
She was massive, mate. I ain't gonna beat around the bush. Fucking, I can run away from her. And then I just so basically I remember waking up because this was before phones had a flat screen. It was the
Yeah.
old clickety click buttons, and you had to press fucking 4 times to get an S and
Yeah.
all that. So that's all I could do. Tick, 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 tick. And I'm like, oh, fuck's sake, who's texting? And then everything started flashing back to me. And without moving, I was doing the whole no, no, no,
It's
because all of
all
it was just
coming
coming back,
back to
literally.
me.
So yeah, I just had to get out of bed.
And what was coming back to you, mate?
It was horrific. Just all the well, it's just all the sex that was going on. But like just a man, and it just there's only so many times you can say no.
Did you do you remember the time of grenade? Did you grenade for anyone? Or
I've done
was it
that
just
loads of times.
yeah? No, that wasn't my question.
That one wasn't.
No, because we all know you've grenaded a few times.
Yeah, the best one being she looked like Kylie Cropper from Coronation Street for Mr. Green. That was.
Do you want to tell the listeners what grenading is? Because I think it's like a term that's probably been lost now. It's probably called something else now.
Yeah, so again, it'd be something that you'd see on like the war movies, like that you like, 1917 recommendation from last week if you didn't listen to it. So essentially, it stems from a war zone situation where someone sees a grenade has been thrown and they'll sacrifice themselves. They'll jump onto it to protect everyone else. So yeah, it's along them lines of taking a grenade outside of a war zone is just going home with the mate that is less desirable, should we say? Well, mate, I've never discriminated.
No,
I've
you
always been
love all body shapes, mate.
yeah. And to be fair, like again, I know we've said it before. It was always a part of the crack the next day in the calf, having the breakfast, and just everyone just. To be fair, a lot of it was stories about what I'd been up to the night before, which wasn't always the top shagging. It was like just drunkenly falling over in the chippy or something.
Yeah, I do remember
Throwing
when
up.
you fell over sitting down, which we have spoke about.
Yeah, it's because obviously I fell
Just
asleep in it and then just fucking dropped.
so he was sitting down and then fell over, and then when he hit, so you fell over sitting down, and then about 3 seconds after he hit the floor, my nose like ah, like that's how long it took his body to register that it's fell over and hurt.
Well, yeah, because obviously I would have woke up and like, oh god, no. But I don't know how we used to do it. Well, I don't know how I used to do it. You was never really uh, a, a massive drinker.
No, and this goes on to I was always a bit fearful of getting that drunk in terms of getting that drunk and going out. No, like, and now I wouldn't even contemplate getting that drunk while going out now because obviously there's just no fear nowadays. What we touched on last week, but there's always something in me that I think didn't allow me to get that way.
It's because you never had it in you, kid.
No,
That's why.
no, I remember when
I
I
used
drank
to
you
love it.
that one night. Do you remember when I drank
No,
you
no,
that
no,
one night?
no, no.
Me and JD put a wager on you, and I drunk him to this day. He still
No, because pints of water don't count. I stuck just to the ales, and you was having to sip on water just to balance yourself.
You know
back
what I
out.
used to do when we used to go out? Honestly, I don't know if I should say
What,
this
apart from
actually.
being gay.
Wait, you're the gay man with my story. No. So, when we used to go out and we used to get vodka or sambuca, it's clear, like the liquid's clear.
Mm.
I used to get, say, those four of us used to get 3 sambucas, 1 Archers. Yeah.
Yeah, you've told me that before.
Yeah.
And then think of all the times where like,
Mm.
we've all had a round of shots, and then you're there like, Jay, can you have it? And so you try and slowly pass it to me, and I'd
Right.
end up downing yours as well.
Can we establish that no one has a shot and enjoys it? So, like, what is the point of having them? Have you ever went and had a shot and was like, "Oh, that's fucking nice."
Baby Guinness.
That's not a shot though. It's like the
I know.
it's like the one. It's like
Yeah,
the
because it's
guy.
coming as a shot.
It's like the guy's shot. No, no. You know, it's just
What,
like
you calling the fucking paddies gay?
no. No, I don't discriminate.
Against paddies.
Yeah. What I'm saying is, like, it doesn't taste like a shot because it isn't a shot. It's just,
Yeah, yeah.
well, it was it Tia Maria with it.
And Bailey's.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's yeah.
Um, I uh, did used to enjoy the Jaeger bombs. I haven't had one for a long time, so I don't know if
Yeah,
I'd still feel the same. Um,
the good. No, I agree with you there. And with the Jaeger bombs, I used to like that feeling that used to come, especially from a lad bomb.
yeah.
But yeah, I have got drunk once actually uptown, and we had two lad bombs, and then we spoke about what a lad bomb is before. It's basically a Jaeger bomb with a double vodka in it,
Mm.
and it does something, man. So you feel it like by your knees, and you just feel that sensation just come up like a hot flush,
Yeah,
and then it doesn't come back down.
yeah. I think it's because it literally does say on the tin of the Red Bull not to consume with alcohol, and so
Yeah,
it's literally it's just I suppose the sugar rush from it and all
yeah,
that as well, any well the caffeine
right.
if it's a zero.
But we can establish though that no one's ever had a shot of sambuca, like a clear, like a straight up shot.
Yeah, so in general,
Vodka.
the cheap stuff that they always have in the clubs and the pubs that we'd go to, no,
No,
it's not enjoyable. Sambucas and Sambuca Black as well, horrible.
this tastes like
Sambuca's just
which is the one that tastes like mouthwash? Is that sambuca?
Sambuca. Some of it can taste like it, but then most of it's like an aniseed taste, and it's
Mm.
disgusting. Um, but
Wait, you're saying it's disgusting, but when I used to go, Joe, you drink mine? Yeah.
because I'd have to.
Nah, mate, honestly,
No, because the shit that you would have got for
yeah, yeah,
not
yeah, no,
for
no,
having that
yeah,
full glass in front of you
because
still. So I was manning up,
yeah, nah, no, you are right
being
there,
a bro.
but I have to admit, like, how daunting was it when someone used to come with like a tray of 20 sambucas and there's five lads up, and you're doing the numbers in your head like 20 sambucas, yeah, five lads.
And
That
there's
means
four
that
each.
means I got four, and I don't
Yeah,
want none of them. So I had to strategically go to you every now and again. Do you want this one? Give it. Then you used to give me the glass back and pull it up. I used to ask Adam a lot as well. So
yeah.
he used to like that.
But the worst would always be when fucking Mr. Army would be around, and it would be right, lads, give us a fiver because this is how cheap
Uh,
shots used to be
yeah,
back in
yeah.
the day.
And these were these the apple sour bollocks things, weren't
Yeah.
they?
So it would be at least one tray full of shots.
Yeah,
And it was that many, you wouldn't even be able to calculate how many you was having. You'd have to do them one at a time
yeah.
each. And it was ridiculous because I remember the one time at the Raven, there was literally the two trays on one round,
It was literally about 40 shots, wasn't it?
probably even
Maybe
more, mate.
more, mate.
Because you think you could easily
Yeah,
get 30, probably even 40 shots on
on a
each of those
try.
trays because they were big trays.
Yeah. Look, the thing is, we had no end goal. I can imagine just having those
But
shots.
this would be at fucking 4 o'clock on a Saturday sometimes.
Fucking.
No, because it would be because as soon as we'd get there, he'd be wanting to get
Yeah,
straight on the
you know
shots,
what?
any.
You are right. I remember when we went out for his birthday and we
Sorry,
dressed up.
because it's in my head now. You've said Sambuca and that. You know,
Yeah,
you
you
just
feel
taste it
it.
and smell it all.
Yeah.
Ah. But yeah, so it was on his
Do
birthday.
you remember? And we all dressed up for his birthday. Two of them had the morph suits. Two of us had the Ghostbuster suits.
Yeah.
What was you wearing?
Weren't I in the Ghostbuster one?
No, no, no. I can't remember what you was wearing. I can't remember. There was anyway. There was four of them. All.
And I've dressed as a Ghostbuster before. Uh, was it when we went to the Three Seas? Was I the Joker? Was it that night?
No, no, no. So we went to the Raven
Uh,
first, and that because you just remind me because it's what you said then about the shots, and it was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon because we met there for 12.
mm,
Got up really early, went to the calf, went
yeah.
all the way up to I can't remember where, some costume shop. got these morph suits, got these Ghostbuster things, and I can't remember what everyone else got. Anyway, straight back down, got changed, straight into it, got to the fucking the Raven, walked in there, an hour later, try shots in front of you, like 2 o'clock. You're like,
Mm.
fucking hell. I can't remember actually what you was wearing there, man.
I can't remember that particular time though, because it's a blur. So this is a man that I'd be spending pretty much all weekends every week with him. So when he couldn't get out of camp for the weekend, I'd finish work on the Friday, have my bag of clothes with me already, drive there. I never get it as well, because I'd be on the phone with him while driving
Yeah.
there, and then I'd be spending the whole weekend with him
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah. Hyping yourself up.
Yeah, like I mean, obviously we used to do it all the
But
time anyway, chatting the
but
same
it's
shit
different though
over and
when you're
over.
younger though, and you love
Yeah,
it
yeah.
because you know.
So I'd be driving there, and then because see now, not that I was holding the phone against my ear, I'd always have it on loudspeaker and then prop it under my t-shirt so it's wedged against me like between my
So
shoulder
you
and my
weren't
ear
breaking
and
the
that.
law while you saying
Yeah,
you being a safe
and
driver.
I remember that once I was fucking tanking it as well. Like, I'm dying for this beer. I could
Yeah.
taste it. I'm doing like 90, and then all of a sudden I could see the blue flashing lights behind me. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, mate, I'm gonna get pulled over. I've chucked the phone on the fucking floor, and I've moved to the middle lane, and then the police cars just bombed straight
Yeah.
past me. My ass was twitching. I was like, mate, I'm 10 minutes away. I'll see you in a minute, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fact that I was tanking it, they wouldn't have seen the phone. It was just because I was
Yeah, he's
fucking
doing it.
speeding. But obviously they were after someone bigger that day.
Someone a bit faster.
Yeah, not in a graph van as well. But then yeah, so we'd be as soon as I'd get there because you'd have the beers in the fridge ready and that anyway. So uh, crack open a can. I'd have a shower there, get dressed, then we'd be out into town because it'd be the same. Like there was like three pub slash club. So there was like the Weatherspoons, Yates's, and one was
Mm.
almost like a club, but I can't remember what that's
So
called
I
now.
can imagine everyone starts off to the pub, into the 80s, into the
It
club,
pretty
pretty
much
much.
was, yeah.
Yeah.
Weatherspoons or one of the normal pubs, Yates's, and then whatever the other place was. Because Yates was open till like 3 o'clock in the morning as well, so it didn't matter if you was in the club or Yates and that.
Mm.
And yeah, so then it would be out all night. Then whoever woke up first in the morning, because again we'd sleep in the same bed, not gay. Um, then whoever woke up first would wake the other one up with another beer. So this would be fucking, after like 4 or 5 hours sleep, 9 o'clock in the morning ish, straight on it again. Would walk into town, have a breakfast, and then still be drinking all day Saturday. The same thing would happen on the Saturday night, 8 after clock, whatever. Then Sunday morning would be a repeat. Now, because the clubs weren't really open or the same sort of scene on the Sunday, we'd stick to the pubs really. And then Monday morning, I'd be up driving back to Birmingham to go to work again for the whole week. And I must have done that probably almost every weekend for 6 months solid, it
That
seems.
sounds terrible, mate. I'm like, do you reckon you could do that
No,
now?
no.
How far along the line would you get?
Um,
So if you went out
I'd do the
Friday, like
I'd do the
full
Friday night.
wake up, have a beer,
I, I
like
wouldn't I wouldn't be able to get straight on it. I'd have to
have some food and just settle.
Yeah, I'd have to chin off the fats for that weekend. Um, and then yeah, have breakfast at least. But if I'm getting in at 4 o'clock in the morning, I always still need that 8 hours sleep because otherwise I'm no good.
Mm.
Not having the sleep is worse than a hangover for me. So I'd have to have the 8 hours sleep. So at least then we're already after 12. So then quick scran, and then I'd be able to get back on it. I wouldn't be able to do 3 days straight now.
Mm.
Not that level of how much we used to
Not
drink.
that heavy.
No, I remember the one time it was Halloween and we wasn't even going to go out, but we was like, oh, we'll just pop out for an hour or whatever. Everyone else is in fancy dress because it's Halloween parties and that. We're the only two mugs not dressed up any. And as soon as we walked in, we've seen everyone's in a good mood. You felt the vibe. It was like right sound. We got 4 double vodka lemonades so 2 each, and then it was 20 sambucas, and the plan was to drink the. Sorry, it was 20 sambucas each. So the plan was to drink the sambucas within an hour, as well as the vodka lemonades, so we could get on this because it was late in the
Yeah,
day.
you wanted to get on the
Yeah,
same
so
level.
to get on the same level as everyone else, and fucking hell, that was the hardest round of shots to ever do. I think we did give a couple away because we was trying to get it done within the hour.
Yeah.
It was like in the first 10 minutes, bam, tenner down, yeah, sound, and then it was like, all right, I'm fucking feeling it already now, and it was a struggle.
You know, shots are bad when you can't give them away, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, fucking just there was no need for it though. There was no
Yeah.
need for us to
There's no
fucking.
need to wake up and get handed a beer, mate. Just relax a little bit, have some. No, like at least wait till 12, innit? Like what I'm saying is, get your sleep, go for food, then start again. You don't need to be woken up like, oi, oi, lad.
Yeah, but then that's why I'd do it back to him as well
You know,
because he'd do it to
obviously
me.
the revenge would be sweet,
Yeah,
but then in that moment when he's doing it to you, you got to be like,
yeah, but like, so if he was waking me up with a beer, he'd be drinking one as well. So I'd have to do the same. If I
uh,
woke him up, I'd be drinking one as well.
As I said, that I've never woke up and had a hair of the dog because it's not a thing; it's a lie.
It
We've
is.
established that on this podcast.
No, see, because you've never done it, you don't understand it.
No, I don't believe that it. So the thing that's made you no, no, I'm not going back in there. I'm not going back there. But yeah, it's so to answer the question. Obviously, we've done our own thing and come full circle to the answer. That is yours.
What are we on about again
No,
now?
what
I'm
I'm
so
saying is,
lost.
sorry, no, what I'm saying is from the question, that's, you know,
Oh yeah,
from
we
one
finished
question,
that.
yeah, literally,
I
because
forgot about
yeah,
the question.
that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what just establishing that
Oh
that's the
god.
answer. Because, you know, we went a bit, I don't know how long that was, a 20-minute question.
Yeah, pretty much it was. Yeah.
But that's all I
So
was saying, because I was just like, just clarifying that we have answered the question.
yeah, yeah. Thanks for the WhatsApp on the hotline with
Yeah.
Carl.
So that was last week's. Yeah. Cheers, Carl.
Yeah. Uh, so we'll go off it a little bit now. I mean, I can just go on about general rants and that shit traffic getting over here, but
Mm,
you know, if people want to listen to those rants, they can go back on old
mm.
episodes. You've actually got a couple of things that you do want to talk
Yeah.
about.
So the one being is creepy old men. All right. So no, no,
Well,
listen,
I don't know
no,
the way you're pointing at me while you're saying creepy
because
old man.
like I'm pointing like your future creepy old man. Like, nah. So what it is, right?
Just because I'm older, fucking hell.
So what it is, right? In the morning, I get a coffee. Normally it's from McDonald's. It's on the way.
Mm,
Bit cheaper. Perfect. But you know what? Get a Starbucks.
treat yourself.
Treat myself Starbucks on a
Mm.
fucking Wednesday morning. Right.
Sometimes you need it, whether
Yeah.
shit or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
like,
Anyway, got there. And I know the geezer was a creep because when it's an empty parking lot, it's like a urinal situation.
yeah, yeah,
You leave a space.
yeah.
You leave a space.
Mm,
So your man next to me is parked right to Starbucks. Left a space. Third one. You know how it goes.
yeah.
Next thing you know, as I'm walking over, I see this creep. Whole empty parking lot. Puts his big van in slot number 2.
Right in the
And I was
middle.
like, I knew the geezer was strange from there.
Yeah, because there's no need for it.
Nah, it's just weird. It's weird. I was
Yeah,
like,
when there's all them spaces, you just make it easy for yourself, so you don't have to squeeze in and out
right,
of your own vehicle. That is.
now it gets weirder. So, Starbucks, I'm in the queue. I'm number 1.
Mm,
Girl behind the counter. Now, in this Starbucks, you line up a certain way because to the right of you, there's a bollard.
yeah,
Right. So I'm facing her. She's at the counter. Gave her my order. Scanned the phone. As I'm
got to get
doing,
them bonus points.
yeah,
Yeah.
gold member. As I'm doing it, the man comes around the bollard bit, leans over, like in my space, just to make contact with the girl behind the counter.
Mm,
So she kind of like half ignores him, but she's kind of like that way. She kind of comes across as a bit moody, but she's a. I'm not saying she's a moody bitch, but she does come. Her demeanor's that way anyway.
yeah, yeah.
She's like, does a job, starts doing my drink as she should. I've
Mm,
ordered, doing my drink.
Yeah, because they tend to do that, especially in the morning when it's a bit quieter.
Yeah,
They'll just have the one barista.
order, yeah,
So it'll be you pay for it, then they'll go and make it,
and then do
and
the
then they'll
next one.
bring it back
Right.
and serve the next person, won't they?
So not only did he invade my personal space, but come in this bollard, and he had his own, your own cup sometimes that you can take to
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Starbucks. He puts that on the counter, like literally right in front of me.
As if to say, "Fucking,
Yeah, trying to
I'm
get this
next."
girl's attention, basically.
Yeah, yeah.
Starts doing my drink, and then one of the lads comes out, then takes his order. Then he leans over the counter, like dick pressing against the counter, like, and he's like, "Morning, hun." I'm like, "Don't be a creep, man. Just fucking, you know what I mean?" Like,
Yes, don't beg it.
I was
You
just
know.
like, and then like, she's like, "Morning," like doing a job,
Yeah,
making my drink,
yeah.
and then after she gives me, when she, there you go, at the end of the counter, and I could
Mm,
see him like then like he quickly ran over to her and said something. I didn't catch it because I just fucking was out the door.
yeah,
Like, why is this geezer creeping? He reminds me that I can imagine some barmaids probably get it down the local pub, with the old guy that's overly aggressively flirty, I would say, or
yeah,
just
yeah. Over keen.
yeah. But like, I knew he was a creep as soon as he parked in that second parking spot. I'm
Mm.
like, got a whole parking lot, mate.
So,
Have some decorum. And then he
yeah.
presses big press against the counter just to say morning. It's the
Mm,
equivalent, Jay. Yeah. No, it's the equivalent of when someone's doing your chips, yeah, and you nick a chip over the counter. It's not needed.
no,
It's
you,
fucking.
and
It's not.
you can't be that impatient to wait for a fucking chip
No,
as
no.
well.
Just because some girl didn't say morning to you, like you have
But
to morning.
so I'm guessing she's probably like 19 to early 20s. So
Yeah, she's
she's
20 something.
yeah, so
Like,
she's a younger girl,
yeah.
and he's probably touching 50.
I would say probably over 50, but yeah.
Fucking yeah. So
Do you just hear, well, like, because she didn't say morning to her, make eye contact. He had to
mm,
go out of his way to say morning. Just
yeah,
couldn't let it go for whatever reason. Just weird old man mentality.
mm,
But yeah, so that I was just like, I remember thinking, like, one of the only times I've left, I was like, I've got to talk about this in the podcast because I see it all the time, like,
yeah,
shit that just not necessary. Like, if I went there every day and I want someone to serve me, but someone else serve me, and this person say morning, I wouldn't go morning. Like, just invade my space, slam
yeah,
me
yeah.
cup.
You wait until you make the eye contact. And be like, oh yeah,
Morning.
you're right.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But like you can see, you could see that he was probably going to creep, and she didn't want to make eye contact with him,
Mm,
and I understand why. Um, but yeah, mate, I said as soon as you parked in, I mean, Ford Focus, the lad in the boy in the Ford Focus, sweet.
yeah,
My car in the third bag.
yeah.
So this, and he comes in this big fucking like transit van that's kitted out to be like a camper van. I'm
Mm,
like, Jesus, weird, mate. Pay to like, just have some decorum, lad. It ain't going nowhere. She ain't going nowhere.
yeah. Apart from away from him.
Yeah, apart from when she's doing my drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So
It's
that's it, mate. And honestly, it fucked me off in the morning.
mm,
But the drink was banging after me.
well, she put the extra effort into it because she
Yeah,
was trying to
trying to
spend
avoid him, spend
yeah
more time doing
less
it.
time
Yeah,
away from him.
yeah,
So, yeah, it's nice to see you have a little rant for a change.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
I'm due one.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So, well, I had my little rant before we started the episode, which, but it wouldn't have been much gold for the listeners at home, to be fair, because there was not much different from the usual ones, really. Um, and then you've got another topic that you
yeah.
want to talk about.
Right,
I think we should get onto that
right.
before
Yeah.
we go into
Well,
conspiracy corner.
I want to take. Right. So anyone that's had a young kid or has got a young kid, well, like,
Or nieces and nephews,
yeah, yeah,
being around young
yeah.
children, not in a nancy way.
Right. Of course. So, right now, one thing that always bothered me about when I thought about having a kid was, oh, fucking hell, the kid TV, they're gonna have fucking shit on the TV.
Mm.
But mate, absolute bangers that they've got on. No, I mean, I suppose everyone's heard of it. They're called Super Simple. I think these are the ones that done Baby Shark. So
Okay.
you know they drop the bangers. Right. I put it on for me, like just for the tunes, mate. Honestly, they remember all day I work. Honestly, I'm not going to sing one, But like honestly,
Well, no, because we'll get
no,
copyrighted again,
yeah,
like
yeah.
when we did Eminem.
When about that? When about that?
Don't know.
But
I
no,
need to get copyrighted.
yeah. But so anyone that's ever heard these songs would know how catchy they are, and they're in your head all day.
And so, is it just songs that are playing, or is it actual little
So like
programs
these
and they
have
play the
no.
songs
So
in
like
between?
the one I watch is like it's like an hour's worth of songs. So like the songs are on 2 to 3 minutes,
Okay.
and but they have the characters. They have Finley the Shark. I don't know if we're going to copyright for that. You know, other songs are available. Which should
Mm.
say, but yeah. Sorry, just got off track there. Sorry. Yeah, so anyone that's had kids will understand how catchy these songs are, and they just stay in your head
Mm.
like non-stop all day to the point where when I come home, I put them on just to get them out, just to get them out of my head.
Right. So we know that you love the kids' songs, but what are the kids' programs like these days, anyway?
So, mate, Bluey,
Well,
top
I know
tier,
of it. I've not.
mate.
To be fair, I've put it on. I've left it on the TV all day for the dog because it's dog friendly,
Mm,
isn't it? Because
yeah,
of the
the colours,
colours.
yeah.
But I've not watched it. So are they worth? Like, is it tolerable to sit there and
Yeah,
watch it as well?
especially with the Bluey ones because they have jokes that only parents will understand. So, like, you know, some
So
episode of The Simpsons, you never get the jokes until you're older.
yeah, the cheeky innuendos and
Yeah,
that lot.
so it's a bit like that.
So
And
are we going to see Bluey on a Nickelodeon style documentary in a couple of years? Fucking Bluey exposed.
I hope not. But no, they have like an underlying meaning, like Chili's sister, who's the mum in it,
Hmm.
she can't have kids, and so Bluey's asking her why can't she have kids. Well, she's not asking her why can't she have kids. She's saying why can't you just have them? She's like sometimes you can't get what you want. So it's like like teaching kids stuff like
Yeah,
that.
trying to give messages and
Yeah,
stuff.
I think
Right.
there's a new season coming out soon, which everyone's looking forward to because there's a wedding on there.
Okay.
But mate, honestly,
I'll have to.
Bluey is top tier. Like, I, all right, can people clarify this for me? I like Bingo more than Bluey, which is Bluey's sister in it.
Oh, okay. I
Can
thought it was a
we
different
just
program or
agree that
something.
Bluey's a bit of a bitch in it? Or is it just me? But look, anyway, yeah.
So,
But
any of the listeners at home that have got kids and know what Ash is on about now,
yeah,
give us your thoughts. Um, see, because
so like, go on, sorry, mate,
no,
go
I
on.
was going to say,
No,
like, obviously, when we was kids, I remember there was bangers, fucking good
yeah,
programs for when we was kids.
yeah, but like, I feel like she's not there yet in terms of because she's not. She watches it for the colours. Obviously, she doesn't register, but
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
maybe when she's like 4, 5,
She'll start to understand and grasp
or
it.
and
But then
then
by
she'll
then,
have more cartoons to watch, so I can
yeah,
give
but
you.
you'll be starting Pokemon off with
Ah,
her when she starts understanding what's going on and that anyway.
right, it's killed me as well. All right, so Pokemon's on BBC now. It's on the iPlayer. They've only got 20 episodes, and like they're releasing. So we had it before America, which is like the first time ever.
Mm.
But like they're dropping like 6 episodes every fucking 6 weeks. It's like just fucking put them
It's
all on
because
there.
it's trying to do the Netflix style of
Oh yeah,
things, that isn't
like
it? And it's fucking
because
annoying.
because Pokemon's on Netflix in America. It's
Mm.
just it's like why give it up so early if you've got to follow Netflix? Oh, fucking me off with that. It's not the
Yeah.
same. Anyone that watches that as well will know it's not the same. But
No, I've not watched any of the new
you
ones.
just gotta watch it though because it's
Well, you have to. Nostalgic, any?
you gotta be the best. Also underrated the Pokemon Johto theme tune because growing up you always thought the first one I
Yeah,
wanna
because again,
be
it's just the
which
memories that are there. As soon as you hear it,
and don't get me wrong, it's a fucking absolute bang. Probably the best opening theme to a cartoon. I don't want to hear otherwise. But I think people have like,
I think we'll have to do a list.
oh yeah, yeah.
Not now.
But I
We'll
think all mine would be all Pokemon. But what I'm saying is because that was such epic as a kid.
mm,
When Pokemon Johto come, everyone was just like, I feel like we're sleeping on it
mm,
because honestly, just it's got a fucking great fucking opening tune as well. A few of them have actually.
mm,
Diamond and Pearl had a good one.
yeah.
This new one's a bit shit. But yeah,
So
no,
I've not watched it,
yeah,
so I'll take your
yeah.
word for it at the
But
moment.
no, yeah, But I can't wait. Sorry, let me get my words out. I can't wait till she's actually engaging in cartoons because
Mm,
as soon as she likes Pokemon, Fucking start at
That's
the
it. More
beginning.
bonding
That's
then,
it.
isn't it? Oh,
We'll
fucking
go for these 1,003 episodes,
yeah. Fucking
1,300 episodes again. Easy.
yeah. Because when I used to look after my niece, when like obviously a little baby, and now she's fucking nearly 16 now, but like I think that was a period of just dead children's TV, like fucking In the Night Garden,
Whack.
absolutely
Yeah.
horrendous. Like Macapaka, blatant drug dealer, riding around with his little red blanket, fucking
Mm,
going to see everyone. He was dropping off bags of gear.
that's it.
Fucking uh, the Tweenies, that was before then anyway. Like, but I remember that was like as we got out of childhood
Yeah.
program
It
sort
was
of
more like
things.
Dora the Explorer back then as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, fucking look, because even Teletubbies, we was too old for Teletubbies as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah.
You know, stuff like that. Like there was probably like 20 years of just dead kids.
Mm.
Well, I'm saying 20 years now that you're saying that the bangers, fucking of
Well, I'm just
just
saying
dead.
this one. So this cartoon, it's more like sort of simple, super simple. Isn't a cartoon as such to have characters, but it's more like songs. So it's you know what I mean. So it's
Or the
more
bangers.
yeah.
Yeah.
As where Bluey is top tier.
Okay. I'll have to get it all on the back catalogue for when I do eventually have kids myself.
Yeah.
Um, as I say, I've put it on for the dog, but he doesn't care what's on the TV. I tend to leave on ITV too.
we
Average throughout the day.
we put stuff on for the dogs. Like they're gonna watch them. Like I would actively like go nah, and then something that I think I'd watch, I go there you go.
Yeah.
Like he got the same taste as me. Like
Well, I do notice him sometimes, like looking up at the TV, and I think, is he enjoying this,
mm,
like the way that I am, or not? If I'm not enjoying it, like, but yeah, it's. I mean, they do have the emotions in it anyway.
yeah
I've seen the TikTok videos of like when a dog's watching The Lion King and it's
yeah.
all scared, like at the same time. You know, spoiler alert. Simba's dad is fucking getting chinned off the fucking cliff by his uncle.
There's someone like no.
Have you ruined it for me? It's 30 years old. Fucking. I mean, there's got to be a time limit on a spoiler alert, to be fair,
Yeah,
ain't there?
I think 20 years is long enough.
I mean, it's longer than 20 years, ain't it? Fucking hell.
I
We
remember
were.
it come out and my brother. It was my brother's favorite movie. And yeah, it's 20 something, 25 maybe.
Yeah,
It's
oh,
long enough though, yeah. It's long enough for a spoiler
it was
anyway,
in the
yeah.
90s,
Yeah.
fucking, definitely. So, yeah, we'll get on to the old correspondence again now then. I
Mhm.
have got notes from weeks ago that I still haven't said anything, but there's no time for it now. We've got shit to do. Um, I'll get James out of the way with fucking trying to give me stick. Um, yeah, lad, you can't even beat Brentford's. How do you think you can win when it counts? We'll see
Yeah,
again on Sunday, mate, won't we?
and can I just say I'm not a Man U fan because he said lads like I'm a part of this group. No, I don't like Man U as well.
He didn't say lads; he said lad.
Oh, did he say? Oh, sorry,
It was probably
sorry.
just about
Yeah,
Sonny, but
nah,
yeah,
yeah, fuck, yeah,
he was just talking to me.
yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. Give him some
But
more
yeah,
grief, James.
yeah, James, we'll deal with it again next week, mate, won't we? I've got no time to talk about it. It's fucking, I didn't even watch the game last night. Sorry, I put it on. I put it on the TV in the bedroom because 8:15 kick off. It's past my bedtime anyway.
Right,
Literally watched us concede 2 goals, turned it off, and then uh, because I wasn't actually asleep still. Saw half time 2-2, and then I didn't look at my phone again until this morning when I got up. Saw it
yeah.
was 4-3. I was like, all right, yeah, whatever. I'm glad I didn't stay up, especially considering it was fucking. Uh, what was it like the
100
tenth and
minute,
11th minute
yeah.
of stoppage time after the full 90 that we conceded. So I'm glad I did. I would have woke up completely pissed off. Would have
Man
ruined
U
my night
play Liverpool next door, don't they?
on Sunday.
Yeah. So I expect if Liverpool to win, James, just to give it.
I'm ready for it. I mean, it's all the pressure's on Liverpool anyway.
You're doing that mind game. He's doing that mind
No,
games,
but it is
James.
though. It's
Don't
the
listen to
pressure.
him,
They're sitting
son.
on top of the table. Man City getting all the easy games. You know,
Yeah.
Aston Villa putting out half a squad the other night. You know, just handing them the 3 points. They might as well have just not turned up. You know, Unai Emery. You know, the count from fucking Sesame Street. One. You know, he deserved an Oscar the other night from fucking the way he was like, oh no, we've conceded another goal. Oh no, like fuck off, man. Fucking so, you know, as well as so half teams put out against them, all the refereeing decisions going their way as well. Man City are going to be fucking creeping up anytime. So yeah, it's Liverpool's to lose. So they have to come and win. I don't even know where the game is. To be fair,
Right.
I don't know if it's at Anfield or at Old
Right,
Trafford.
that's
But
on Sunday, innit? So yeah,
yeah,
James, the mind game started there. So
yeah, mate,
we'll
it's
see
fucking
Sunday.
yeah. Uh,
I
so
do
yeah,
fancy Liverpool, though. I must admit, but
well,
yeah,
so they have to win. Now United have got nothing to lose, so it's look, it's down to the players. At the end of the day, obviously, you know, sounding like Michael in there, whoever scores the most wins, fucking. But yeah, it's whether the United team fucking actually want to turn up because
mm,
obviously they didn't want to against Brentford. They did against Liverpool the other week. That's what they beat them. But then, yeah, if they don't want to this weekend, then they'll get fucking battered again, won't they?
yeah.
So yeah, we'll see what happens on Sunday then,
Come on,
James.
Liverpool.
Um, so Lauren's emailed. Uh, so this
So,
is referencing some
so
of the
you
banter.
got a smirk on your
Yeah,
face
because
there,
this is referencing some of the banter that I was coming out with last week. Because you
right?
referenced the documentary about the domestic violence,
Yeah.
and so Lauren says, "I get it, JD. Sometimes us bitches be crazy."
And that's probably the truest email or correspondence we've had.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She's got the real talk
And
there, definitely.
sometimes bitches do be crazy,
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
they?
yeah. Fucking
But that was a little bit too crazy. Obviously, referring to the TV show, that is.
yeah. I've
Did
still
you
not
watch
watched
it?
it yet.
Okay,
No,
all right, fair.
no. I've got to
Yeah,
fucking. I say it's been a long week this week. So I mean, I won't even have time this weekend to watch it because grafting tomorrow and that.
grafting.
But yeah. So that was that. That's not a new one. So we've got one from an old fucking uh, so correspondent, but I don't know. There's a word that I can't think of. But Mike, oh Mike's fucking
Ah,
dropped a message. So all right, chap. Sorry, it's been a while. It's okay, Mike. Don't worry about it, mate. Uh, you just triggered a response from me, though, with the child beatings. Because again, because we mentioned about
yeah,
how times were different, I'd get a slap for fucking no reason and whatever and that. Like, so he says there's a divider between the inmates on the situation, mainly down to circumstance, though. So if it's domestic violence, then it's usually from an innocent child being beaten, which isn't acceptable. On the other hand, though, when it's down to a lack of respect or fear factor, as we put
yeah,
it, like literally what he says, like you put it, then it's absolutely fine. Then he says, now this is 100% a generation thing, though. But the lads that know.
yeah. Right,
So, yeah,
right.
basically along the lines of what we were saying that, you know, our age and older understand that fucking if they needed a slap, they got
You
a
got to
slap.
slap.
And I suppose, yeah, if they're younger, they don't fucking get it.
Mm,
Because they're probably fucking in there for being a gobby cunt anyway. Uh, but yeah, that good to fucking hear off you, Mark. Anyway,
yeah, thank you.
hopefully he's got some more stories for us again soon. Then, more reach around fucking inmate hand jobs and shit. uh, and then let's get up the hotline again. 07470 488 sending your messages. Um, and then, so this will be the last one. Abs was, well, she's gone, oh no, JD, how did you break your ankle? Because obviously that's how we ended the
Mm,
fucking episode, because my ankle was on fire. So I've not broken it. It was just the last night of when I was away last week. Um, it was pitch black, and I've just fucking not seen the big pothole, which was almost like the Mariana Trench. Fucking yeah, obviously my foot wasn't on, didn't land on it properly. It was like half on, and I've just fucking rolled my ankle down it, and I think it was the fucking ligaments or something that's fucking torn. So not a break anyway. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to walk around. Still hurts, but I'm walking around anyway. That's the main thing. Still able to graft, get shit done. Which, as I say, luckily it was the last day, like literally the night before, because otherwise I did fucking loads of walking. Um, so it goes to show, because I don't know if you get it with your phone as well. Like Google Maps will give you like a timeline of the month before, so it will say like you've drove to here and back and whatever, and how much walking you've done and stuff. And I say because I didn't have any signal, like I couldn't even get the map up properly when I wasn't connected to Wi-Fi to see where I was, to know how far away I am, to know where I'm going back and that. So I just had to stick to the sea line basically, and walk along. I've came from this direction, walk back that way along the beach, and I'll recognise where I'll come out from again. And it said I'd only walk 25 miles, which I know 25 miles is still a lot of walking in a week, but I know I've done more than that. So I think it's because it couldn't pick up the signal properly. It doesn't know exactly how much I've done. But yeah, the one day at least was 8 miles. Not the Eminem song or film. What was it? An album? There was a
Nine
film,
Mile
but
was the
it,
movie, wasn't it?
yeah, 8 miles was the
You just got to
movie.
lose yourself, Jay.
Well, as long as I'm not throwing up mum spaghetti, then I'll be all right. Knees deep.
Don't be nervous.
No, got a whole cool. But yeah,
Your
done all
palms
the
are a bit
miles.
sweaty there.
I am warm to be fair. I've got the sun blasting in at me here.
Yeah.
You're all right on that side, aren't you? Just catching the back end of the shade. So yeah, it definitely didn't pick it up right. I did more than 25 miles, definitely. Obviously, if it would have happened at the beginning of the week, fucking poor dog would have had to get walked around by the missus. She wouldn't have walked him nowhere near
Quick
as
one.
much as me. Literally, fucking. Because I had that fucking on the Friday and then all weekend because she was taking him out, like, just the huffing and puffing, like, oh, I'm going to take him out. Because when I'm at home, you've had your rant, mate. It's time for mine. When I'm at home, around, like, because I'll take him out in the morning because, I'm up as soon as, like, my eyes are open, he's wanting to go out. And then around 2 o'clock, he'll start, like, walking around, pacing a little bit because he's expecting to go out again. And so I had that on Saturday. He's fucking there. He's walking around. He's pacing. He's looking at me, and then like he'll look towards his collar as if to say, "We're gonna go out, man. We're gonna go out." And so then the missus is there, like, "What are you doing?" And she gets up and she starts fussing him. I was like, "He wants to go out," and she knows he wants to go
Yeah.
out, but she's just being lazy. Like, I know she's holding out, thinking, "Is Jay going to actually get up and take him out?" Then, even though she's seen me, like I'm having to do
Probably.
the one step at a time going upstairs to have a piss and that, like, and it's fucking. Luckily, I've got banister both sides. Like, not that I need it, but I needed it fucking on the weekend anyway. So I'm there, like I'm lifting my whole body weight just to go up one step at a time. And I'm thinking, I can't walk the dog, so don't even entertain that thought in your head. But yeah, just the huffing and puffing. I don't need it. Just take the dog out for a walk. He needs to go out. Just fucking take him.
Bitches
So
be crazy.
fucking yeah, she is lucky sometimes. At times, are different, man, because she definitely needs a slap. But just remember, if you are going to slap them, just backhand and not where bruises are going to be visible. So uh, on the hips, kidney shots.
Or use talcum powder so we don't bruise, apparently.
Yeah, because you're not having a sweaty palm, then are
Yeah.
you? So you're not going to leave a red mark. Yeah, because if you're giving them panda eyes and they're having to walk around with sunglasses on, then it's a bit on the nose. Then and it's a bit obvious. So yeah, and no strangling as well, unless that's what they're into. But yeah, save that for the bedtime, innit? So, on that fucking cancelling kind of comments, we shall leave it there, and we'll be back next week. Don't forget emails, text messages, WhatsApps, and all that. Like, send them in. We're ready for them all, and yeah, keep listening to Bluey and the Bangers. We'll see you next week. Peace.